Two six-cylinder flagships answer the same question in completely different ways. BMW's K1600 GT chases speed and precision. Honda's Goldwing chases effortless serenity. They cost roughly the same money. Here are 9 points that separate them, plus a final verdict.
The fundamental split starts under the fairing. BMW packages a 1,649cc oil and water-cooled inline-six transversely across the frame, with a 72mm by 67.5mm bore and stroke and a high 12.2:1 compression ratio. It is one of the narrowest six-cylinder engines ever fitted to a production motorcycle, and it sings with an addictive, turbine-like whir. Honda goes the other direction with a 1,833cc horizontally opposed flat six, using square 73mm by 73mm dimensions, a relaxed 10.5.1 compression ratio, and Unicam SOHC heads with 4 valves per cylinder. The boxer layout spreads mass low and wide, giving the Goldwing the lowest center of gravity in the class. BMW's engine is an event. Honda's is a silent partner.
On paper, the BMW wins decisively. The K1600 GT produces 160 horsepower at 6,750 RPM and 132.7 pound-foot of torque at 5,250 RPM from smaller displacement. The Goldwing's flat six is generally rated at roughly 125 horsepower and about 125 pounds, with peaks arriving lower in the rev range at approximately 5,500 and 4,500 RPM, respectively. That 35 horsepower gap is real, and it is felt. The BMW pulls hard past 5,000 RPM and keeps pulling, delivering sport touring acceleration that embarrasses bikes half its weight. The Honda front loads everything instead, requiring almost no downshifting and treating overtaking as an afterthought. One rewards effort, the other eliminates it.
Both use shaft final drive and 6-speed gearboxes, but the details diverge. BMW pairs its inline-six with a wet multi-plate clutch and a helical 6-speed unit, adding electronic reverse assist for parking lot maneuvering. Shift Assist Pro quick shifting is available, though it arrives bundled inside the optional comfort package rather than as standard equipment. Honda's base Goldwing runs a 6-speed manual with a genuine overdrive 6th gear, tuned to drop highway revs, plus its own reverse function. The critical difference is the option list. Goldwing buyers can step up to the 7-speed dual-clutch transmission for $26,500, an automatic with no equivalent anywhere in BMW's touring lineup. For riders with wrist fatigue or traffic-heavy commutes, that alone can settle the argument.
BMW builds the K1600 GT around a cast aluminum bridge frame with the engine as a stressed member, suspended by dual lever at the front and paralever at the rear, with 4.5 inches of front travel and 5.3 inches at the back. Dynamic ESA is standard, providing electronic damping with automatic load leveling that adjusts as luggage and passengers come aboard. Honda counters with its radical double wishbone front end, which separates braking forces from suspension action and largely eliminates fork dive. Travel is shorter at 4.3 inches front and 4.1 inches rear, controlled by a Pro-Arm single-sided swing arm and Pro-Link shock. Electronically adjustable preload is reserved for the tour trip, so base owners set it and forget it. The BMW is more adaptable. The Honda is more inherently stable.
Numbers favor Munich here. The K1600 GT carries a road-ready wet weight of 756 pounds against the Goldwing's 806 pounds, and it rides on a substantially shorter 63.7-inch wheelbase versus Honda's 66.9 inches. That 50-pound and 3.2-inch advantage translates directly into quicker steering, tighter transitions, and a more willing attitude on mountain switchbacks. Honda claws much of it back at walking pace. The 29.3-inch seat height lets nearly any rider plant both boots flat,
while the BMW's 31.9-inch perch, adjustable to 32.7 inches, demands longer legs. Combine Honda's low seat with its extraordinarily low center of gravity, and the heavier bike often feels lighter in a parking lot or a campground gravel lot. This is where the base Goldwing gives up ground it does not need to. Its integrated saddlebags offer roughly 60 liters combined, open electronically at the press of a button, and lock remotely via the smart key. But there is no top trunk, which is the defining difference between the base trim and the Tour. BMW ships the K1600 GT with color-matched side cases as standard, each holding approximately 33 liters for a combined capacity near 66 liters, and each rated to swallow a full-face helmet. Overall width with the cases fitted measures 39.4 inches. The optional touring top case adds roughly 49 more liters, brings a passenger backrest, interior lighting, and gas struts, and ties into the central locking system, pushing total capacity past 110 liters. Add BMW's tank bag and case liners, and the GT out-carries the base Goldwing outright. The bigger separator is fuel. BMW's 7-gallon tank dwarfs Honda's 5.5-gallon capacity, and with roughly 434 pounds of payload on tap, the K1600 GT simply covers more miles between stops. For riders who measure days in interstate segments rather than scenic loops, that extra gallon and a half matters more than horsepower.
BMW's 10.25-inch TFT display remains the class benchmark, integrating map navigation through the BMW Motorrad Connected app, 4 configurable favorite buttons, and clean menu logic. Standard kit includes 3 ride modes: dynamic traction control, engine brake control, hill start control pro, tire pressure monitoring, keyless ride, adaptive cornering LED headlights, a cooled USB-C phone dock, and eCall intelligent emergency calling. Honda answers with a smaller 7-inch screen, but wins on connectivity, offering wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard on every trim. 4 ride modes cover Tour, Sport, Rain, and Econ, joined by Hill Start Assist, combined ABS, throttle-by-wire cruise control, and a smart key. BMW offers better hardware. Honda offers the phone integration most riders actually use daily.
Both bikes deliver electrically adjustable windscreens, though Honda's moves through a 4.9-inch range while also changing angle and remembering its last setting, a small touch that pays off across a long tour. Honda's full coverage bodywork and aerodynamic fascia are engineered to keep weather off the rider without generating buffeting. BMW takes a subtly different position. Heated grips and heated seats are both standard, where Honda's base model provides heated grips only, leaving heated seating to the Tour trim. The GT also sits taller and sportier than its GTL sibling by design, trading a fraction of plushness for a more engaged posture. 2 up, the Goldwing's lower, sofa-like passenger accommodation is easier to sell to a reluctant pillion.
The Goldwing carries a confirmed price of $25,500 with a $775 destination charge, with the DCT version at $26,500. BMW's K1600 GT has not been formally repriced in published US materials at the time of writing. The 2026 model is listed near $26,885 plus a $1,195 destination fee, and BMW's 2027 K1600 lineup rose only marginally elsewhere, suggesting a figure in the high 26,000s. BMW confirms the 2027 GT is a carryover mechanically, with changes limited to optional equipment such as the Style Edition 2 package and a new Imperial Blue metallic finish. Warranty coverage runs 3 years and 36,000 miles for BMW, while Honda offers 3 years with unlimited mileage. Factor in BMW's package upcharges, and the Honda's cost advantage grows. These bikes are neighbors with opposing worldviews rather than true competitors. The BMW K1600 GT is the better motorcycle for riders who want touring capability without surrendering pace. It is lighter, considerably faster, better equipped electronically, carries more fuel and more luggage, and adapts its suspension to whatever load you throw at it.
On a demanding road with a schedule to keep, nothing in this class matches it. The Goldwing is the better motorcycle for riders who want the destination more than the journey's drama. Its lower seat, lower center of gravity, unlimited mileage warranty, CarPlay integration, optional DCT, and lower entry price make it the easier bike to live with, insure, and hand to a spouse. Choose the BMW if you still consider yourself a rider first and a tourer second. Choose the Goldwing if comfort, automation, and reliability outrank the thrill of a screaming inline-six.